All right, shalom, shalom. This is Shalom from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. Before I get started in this video, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of the Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, safety, much love, and blessings to the elect of Israel. I just want to get into a story, what I have encountered the last couple of days, seeing multiple chariots. And it's not like, or that could have been a star, or that could have been a meteor, or that could have been some type of space experiment or a satellite or something. No, these were most definitely chariots of the Lord that I seen. And just to go into the comparison, if you see a meteor go across the sky, they move at a really high speed, and they have like a tail behind them. It's like a bright light with a tail. But the chariots of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, they're just orbs that move extremely fast, and it's hard to keep up with them. But first, I want to start off with this precept in the book of Psalms, chapter 68, verse 17. It says, "The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place." So, the Lord is among these chariots. And it's just exciting to think about when you actually see them, and you see like many of them. So basically, I was in a certain area where I was kind of away from everything. I had a few things going on, just wanted to kind of get away. And my rib was with me. It was just me and her, and we was in a area where there was a complete darkness. There was very little light. So you could, like, the stars were like extra bright. They seemed like they was closer to you than normal. But, that's just because of, in the city and the suburb areas, you have a lot of light pollution. You can't really see the stars like you want to because of all the extra light that's coming from the cities. So when you're out in the middle of nowhere and it's complete darkness, you can, the stars, they seem brighter. They seem like this, you can see every star. But basically, continue with the story. I was just looking up at the sky. I said, I want to see some chariots. My rib, she never seen chariots. I actually go out and and try and look for them, and I've seen them with with other brothers. I've seen them with my son, and I've seen them before. And but this time it was different. This time it made me feel like my heart was about to explode, because I don't know, I was super excited, nervous at the same time. It was actually kind of scary because of the way that they were moving. So I saw one that was a long ways away. It was moving slow across the sky to disappear, reappear. I saw that a few times. I saw a group of stars that just started like twinkling out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay, that's weird, because they was normal first, and then all of a sudden they're twinkling. Then we saw a chariot moving at an extremely high speed that seemed like it was either bigger or closer to us, and basically zipped across the sky. It's like it went in one direction, stopped, and then took off in a different direction. And I'm like, yeah, there's no way that, these heathens think that these are meteors shooting stars, and there's nothing out there that can do that. No plane, no rocket, nothing. The only power that can do that is the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in these vehicles. But hey, like I said, these heathens have no idea, You know, what's going on? This Jeremiah chapter 10 is kind of going into, you know, the ways of the heathen. But, you know, just because they really have no clue of the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. But anyway, this is Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 2. It says, "Thus said the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them." You know, like I said, you know, everybody thinks that these are shooting stars, and there's no way a shooting star can move without a tail behind it, move at a super high speed, stop, change direction at the same speed. There's no way it can do that. Reappear, you know, disappear and reappear. There's no way. And all of this is, you know, like I said, the men of the Lord and the ones that's in the truth, the men and the women that's in the truth, we understand, we know exactly what these are. But just knowing that these are actually angels traveling, they can see you, they can hear you. You know, they have the technology that they have. You know, it's just amazing, the speeds. What really kind of made me like super nervous was the speed that these things can move. Esau Edom is in some serious trouble when Revelations 12 come, when the war in heaven actually breaks out. You know, that space station that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, that he thinks that's gonna stand, man, that thing is the Lord is gonna tear all of that down. There's so many scriptures I want to get, but I want to make this video kind of short. But hey, you know, just back to the subject, you know, the main point. It was just unbelievable what I seen. I've never seen anything like this, and it was so unbelievable. I couldn't take it. It kind of scared me, so I just left. I left and I went inside. I said, you know, I've never seen I've seen chariots in the daytime. I never seen them move that fast on, you know, right above you and change shape and you know, do all of this, you know, different motions, and it was just exciting to see. But at the same time, we already know that the Lord is about to crank it up, or should I say get started on bringing this place down. As a matter of fact, Amos 9 and Amos 9 and verse 8, it says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord Yahweh." Hey, the eyes of the Lord is basically watching us through these chariots. I just read in the book of Psalms chapter 68, it said the Lord is among those angels, or is he's amongst the angels in the chariots, in the 20,000 chariots. You know, these people are about to wake up, you know, to a huge upset. They think it is going to be an alien invasion. You know, they're going to be angels, and they're going to come to destroy the earth, and they're going to save the remnant of Jacob that's left over, which are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. In fact, I'm going to get that in the book of Isaiah chapter 65, 66, and 15. It says, this is Isaiah 66:15. It says, behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger and fury and rebuke with flames of fire. So these things are coming to make war on earth. Now, the image that you see above the scriptures, I'm not sure if that's, I don't think that's a real picture, but, it's going to look like that. That could be an image out of a movie or something, but hey, these things in the bottom of them are like, it's a bunch of lights. That's what create the orb. And these things can disappear, reappear, change shape, hit super high speeds. Man, it's nothing that Esau can do. But of course, with the pride, that this devil has, he's gonna try and fight against these chariots, and he's gonna get destroyed. But hey, the Lord, I'm just gonna read 16. It says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. The Lord is gonna come back with these chariots, and it's gonna be straight up destruction. Just thinking about that when you're actually seeing them moving, thinking about scriptures like this, yeah, it's kind of, I ain't gonna say it scared me, but it was like anxiety and it kind of like wrecked my nerves. I was excited. Then again, I'm like, oh man, this is too much for me to watch. It was hard to just sit there. I felt like I said, I felt like my blood pressure was high. My heart was about to jump out my chest. Just seeing all these chariots move at the same time, and then the ones that were close, the speeds of them, and the way that they travel, it's just unbelievable. But hey, the Lord is gonna bring more and more chariot sightings. It's already been a chariot sightings on top of chariot sightings, especially in the year 2020, year of prophecy, with everything that's going on. And they just letting us know that, we're watching everything. We're in control of everything. And there's more stuff to come. But like I said, it was just, this was just the last couple of days was just unbelievable. I went out the night after that because like I said, my rib, she's never seen chariots before, and by her saying that, she was like, I want to see some more. So she went out the night after that, and she came and got me. She was like, hey, I want you to come out here with me. We looked up, and I saw another chariot moving super fast across the sky. What anybody else would probably think was a comet, but it didn't have a tail. It was an orb that shot across the sky. I'm like, man, it was another chariot. And I was only out there, I wasn't even out there 5 minutes. And now this is the weird thing. After we saw that chariot, this guy came from out of nowhere. It's like he just appeared and said, hey, what are you all looking at? And he looked like, it was dark, so I couldn't really see him that good. He looked like he could have been a so-called white man. Could have been an Edomite, but we don't know. But that guy could have, he could have been an angel, disguised as an Edomite. Angels can do things like that. As soon as we saw this chariot, this guy just appeared and was like, what are y'all looking at? It was like, oh, we just looking at the scars, not the scars, the stars. The sky is so clear, and the stars all bright, and it's just, we was just like, we're looking at the stars, and he was like, oh, okay. And he left, and he kind of like, we was like, wait a minute, where this dude just go? So my rib, she went looking, she was like, dude just disappeared. So that's another thing that kind of, that was the second night, this was actually last night. But, it seemed like it was just a lot, in 2 days. That's the most I've seen ever as far as chariots. But, to see that in that, a small time frame like that, it just shows me that we're about to start seeing a lot more. And all it did, it built up my faith. It you know, it built up my yeah, it basically built it increased my faith, seeing that my power is like right there. You know, the Most High and the angels are just right there, you know, making themselves known now. They're not even hiding anymore. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Like I said, I didn't want to make it long. Once again, call Allah Yahweh Bashimi Hawashai. All praise to the Most High. And all praise to the Most High for allowing me to see these the chariots and the power of them. You know, a lot of brothers has actually seen this for themselves, and you know, they have stories about it. But you know, for me to actually see it for myself, you know, all praise to Yahweh Bashimi Hawashai for that. It's truly a blessing. Even though I ain't gonna even lie, it scared me. You know, not really scared, but like, you know, just super excited about it. But yeah, I really hope this was edifying to certain people, you know, that don't know the scriptures, or that don't know what the chariots are, or don't know what the UFOs are. They are chariots of the Lord. So hope this was edifying. Also, double honors to my elders and apostles that taught us this truth. And much love, peace, safety, and blessings to the elect of Israel. Shalom.